Hello, everyone, and welcome to another episode of Unscripted and Unchained RPG Review. I am Game Master Bloodworth, and as you can see by the graphics, today I'm going to be showing off Cutthroats and Thieves. It's a card game by Victor Dorso. I had backed the Kickstarter, and I just received it yesterday or the day before. So now getting a chance to show it off and show you how the system works. Basically, what I did was I played solo. Even though it's not designed for solo, it's certainly capable of using it for solo play. Although it's certainly a game that I will be bringing along with me to conventions for those times, those down times in between sessions or whatever. And if I'm sitting there with a group of people, and it's you know a single deck of cards. They just bust out and play a couple quick rounds. It's a very very fast paced game, and I'm going to do a demonstration here for you to see. But yeah, it's a really cool game, and it was a lot of fun even playing it solo. And it was pretty cool to see running two hands and seeing which hand is going to play out first. And it is even something that you could probably incorporate into into your regular tabletop role playing session if you're ever looking for something for the player characters to do as part of downtime. Maybe they're sitting in a tavern or whatever, and this is something that you can bust out and have their characters play through a uh, a session of this, and so it's a nice way to kind of incorporate it into your tabletop role playing as well, rather than playing just like some other kind of a dice mechanic that you use in a tabletop role playing game to simulate gambling. Here you can actually bust out and say, hey, you know what, we're going to have your characters play this game out in the session, and just a great role playing opportunity. So, without further ado, I am going to switch over views and start laying out the deck. I'm just going to read off of the card very quickly so that you can get a sense of the game. So, you're going to deal 8 cards to each of the players. Uh, every player must have a minimum of 8 cards. You can have as many players at the table as you want, but it's recommended that once you get above 6 players, you should use an expansion pack, which I picked up here, the expansion. And this is called the Norse expansion pack. So basically, all it does is it includes a number additional cards of the basic cards and then another set. So the basic cards are gold piece cards, as you can see here, and then the more specific, here's a lockbox, which is a kind of card that helps protect your treasure that's in your collection. There's a bait and switch card where you get to steal any card in the hands of 2 different players and switch those cards up, so you can take a card from one and from another and swap them out. There's ditch the goods. A player may ditch as many cards as they want. Players must draw cards till they have a maximum of 8 cards in their hand. If they fall below the minimum of 8 cards in their hand, so you can ditch, like, let's say 4 cards, and then you have to pull cards from the main deck until you hit either 8. So that's the minimum that you have to have in your hand at any given time. A counterfeit card. This has the same function and value of any other card except the assassination or relic card. So I can use a counterfeit card to duplicate a 10 gold piece card in my hand. There's 2 goals in the game. That's get to 100 gold pieces, or to collect a a set of relics. So every relic in the game has 4 cards to it. You know, and obviously when you're shuffling these out, you know, you might have multiple different relics, uh, and just portions of them. So here comes with the expansion pack, the Norse expansion pack. Oh, I missed a card in there. Um, so this is Thor's axe, and there are 4 cards of this, and so you can you know, once you complete a set of 4, you can lay your cards out, or you can show that, hey, I just won, you know, I just won this particular hand or this game. And you can leave it at a single hand wins, and that ends the session of it, or you can continue playing several rounds, and see who gets you know, who wins overall for a much longer length of period. So what I'm going to do really quick is I'm going to try to demonstrate this. I hope that this works well. So I'm going to roll out, I'm going to deal out 2 sets here. So 1, 1, 2, 2, 3, 3, 4, 4, 5, 5. I got to make some room for myself here. 6, 6, 7, 7, 8, and 8. All right, so both sides have 8 cards, and I will, wow, these things stick to my desktop very much. It would help if I had nails. So let's see how this first, and I'll combine up the other hand too. Let's see how this first hand came out. So I have 3 gold pieces. I have Thor's hammer, card 2 of 4. I have 9 gold pieces. I have 5 gold pieces. I have 8 gold pieces. I have another 3. I have a bait and switch. Now in solo play, I just took one of my worst cards and swapped it out for one of their best cards, and a 10. So I picked up 2 3s, a 5, an 8, a 9, a 10, a bait and switch, and Thor's hammer 1. So that was the first hand. Second hand, I will collect these up, and let's see how the second hand turned out. So here's the second hand. I will shift these over. And so here's the second hand, a 10 gold, a 5 gold, a 7 gold, a burglary, a 3 gold, another 8 gold, oh no, an 8 gold, Thor's hammer, and another Thor's hammer. So now what happens is that the player that goes first is going to be able to pull from the main deck here, the dealer's deck, basically. You have to pull one every round. You can spend one if you wish, and the way I'm going to do this as a solo thing is, you see how this guy has a bait and switch, steal any card in the hands of 2 different players and switch them out. Remember I said that I was going to, you know, do this as a solo. So I'm going to have this person take a card and then spend a card. So they're going to take a 2 gold, and they're going to spend this bait and switch. That goes in the discard pile, and they're going to take this 1 of 4. All right. So now you can see here that I'm down to just 7 cards on the other side. That's the end of that turn. And so this person is going to take a card, and he took a 9 card, and he's going to burglary. He's going to steal one of those cards back. So he's going to steal that Thor's hammer back. So now they're fighting over getting Thor's hammer here. So he has 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8. So back to 8 and 8. That's the minimum in each deck. So player 1 is going to draw a 9 card. All right, not going to spend anything. Player 2 is going to draw a 4 card. So he is not going to spend anything. Player 1 is going to draw a 4 card. He has no other 4 cards, does he? So he's going to put that there. And the reason why there's no maximum is that one of the win conditions is to get to 100 gold pieces. So you don't have a maximum there. Because it's going to take a lot of cards to get to 100. So player 2 is going to draw, and he draws a 2 card, a 2 gold. Player 1 again takes ditch the goods. Players may ditch as many cards as they want. Players must draw cards to fill. They will have a maximum of 8 cards in their hand if they fall below the minimum of 8 cards in their hand. All right, so so he is going to ditch as many cards as they want. So 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10. He can ditch 2 cards, 3 cards, and pick a new one. He's just going to ditch this one. So he's going to ditch the ditch and ditch the goods, because it really doesn't want to switch out. Have to give up 3 low cards just to take another one, and it might not be better. Well, let's see how that worked out, right? That's a chance, and wow. So this here is a counterfeit card. All right, so this has the same function and value of any other card except the assassination card. So I'm going to make this a counterfeit 10 gold piece card. Can't use it for a relic, but can use it for 10. So now I have 20, 29. I'm going to test my so 29. Still far off from 100 gold pieces. One of the fastest ways is to finish up one of these 2 decks here. So back on top, he picked up a 4. Down at the bottom now, Thor's hammer. So now he has 3 of the cards. He has 1. If this player gets any way to steal that card, he is going to win. On the top, a 5 gold. He's getting kind of close, actually. So he has 28, 36, 46, 54, 60, 62 gold right now. The top set has 62 gold at this point. But this one here is very, very close to winning this. Top card gets another 8. Bottom set, bait and switch, steal any card in a different hand. So I can, there you go. So here's the bait and switch. The way I'm playing this out here, I can steal this card and give up this card. I'll give up one of my 2 gold. And there I have completed the set down at this bottom. And so this hand has won because I just completed the 4-card set. So as you can see how fast-paced this can be, and just imagine you're playing with a group of players at your table, and you're running through this, and everyone can bait and switch, the various cards and everything, so you kind of see what's out on the table for everyone, and so you can kind of see, like, who am I going to use this bait and switch on? Now, it's a little bit different when you're playing with multiple players, the bait and switch, because you can reverse 2 cards that are out on the table. There is an assassination card, which allows you to have one player turn in the entire set that they have, and it goes into the discard pile, and then they have to draw a new card, 8-set card. I would use that assassination on somebody who's sitting on 3 out of the 4 artifact cards. That way it basically just takes them out of the running for winning the game, winning that particular hand. So as you can see, I mean, it really does run fairly quickly. Very easy to convert it to a solo, single player game. And, I do really think that it would work well as a side game in your, in your regular, fantasy RPG, especially if it's a pirate themed RPG that you're playing, tabletop RPG, that it would certainly work in very well with that, because obviously it is a pirate themed card game. So really cool stuff. I really enjoyed it. I will, so I went through a Kickstarter. I will wait for, Victor to come on and leave a comment, where, you can go and still pick up this game if you haven't already done the Kickstarter. If you did back this Kickstarter and you wanted to comment about, about the gameplay and everything, feel free to jump in on the channel and do that. And yeah, I mean, this is really a lot of fun. It's kind of interesting. Like I said, just playing on your own, playing it solo, it's kind of cool. It's kind of interesting to see how it kind of plays out. And again, it does get you thinking about, how do I incorporate some card games into my my tabletop experience, in game, and have player characters actually playing that out, and having fun with it too. So it's a nice break from having them just do like dungeon crawls and adventures like that. You can have a session where they're they're playing cards with each other, and that's a really cool thing to do, in my opinion. So I hope you enjoyed this video, and please remember to subscribe and like and share and comment for sure. And again, let me know what you think about this game, and if you have it as well, how are you using it in your tabletop experience, if you are in fact doing it that way as well. So you all have a great rest of your weekend, and as always, I look forward to seeing you on a gaming screen or at a convention sometime soon. Have a great day.